Bluey is the most beloved cartoon nowadays, but there are characters that almost nobody likes. Do you know who the most loved and most hated characters in the world of Bluey are? Bandit. It's more than obvious to everyone that Mr. Bandit Healer is the most loved character in the entire show, even more than the main character Bluey, and that's saying a lot. He is the best dad in the world, the funniest one, who always makes time for his daughters and takes care of them with so much love and patience. Even when he is wrong, like when he was rude to Bingo in the episode Fairies, he apologized and even did a dance performance where he embarrassed himself just to make his daughter happy. Bandit is so incredible that there are people in the real world who are in love with him, and that is proof that Mr. Healer is one of the best characters of recent times. Bluey still has other characters that we need to talk about. The moment has come! Let's enjoy another Cinewave together! Grumpy Pug Granny. Now, one character that is super hated by all Bluey fans is that Pug Granny who appeared in the episode Granny Mobile, where she wanted to buy Bluey's neighbor's mobility scooter. This character is super rude. She's mean, breaks one of Bluey's neighbor's cups, refuses to pay for it, blames Chilli, and even calls Bandit fat. All of this before she starts yelling at Muffin, who is just a 3-year-old child playing around. And thank goodness Muffin is the kind of little pup who doesn't tolerate other people's rude behavior. And on top of that, at the end, she's super mean, sticking her tongue out at the people who helped her get an electric scooter. Honestly, nobody likes her. Bluey. But everybody loves Bluey. After all, she's the main character of the show. It would be impossible to like the series if people didn't like its main character. But what are the reasons that make fans love this little blue pup so much? And notice how this is an important question, because the answer is exactly what makes Bluey the biggest cartoon of today. Bluey is simply fun. She knows how to play and learn at the same time. She takes care of her sister and is very loyal to her friends. She always sees the bright side of difficult situations and understands the value of her family. Even though she's only a 7-year-old girl, Bluey's wisdom is exactly what people need to improve their lives. That's why she's loved. Judo. But that's also why a lot of people dislike Judo, the Chow Chow pup who is the Healer family's neighbor. In the episode Butterflies, Judo shows that she can be really mean and selfish, especially toward kids younger than her. Judo was terrible to Bingo. She didn't want to play with Bluey's little sister and even made Bingo feel awful, like she had no value or wasn't a good little pup. Of course, in the end, the neighbor apologizes, but that episode really stayed with people. Judo isn't very loved by the fans, and a lot of people think she's annoying. How do you feel about that? Bingo. Bingo is one of the most loved characters in the entire show. She is the loyal partner of the main character. She learns a lot from Bluey, but at the same time, she also manages to have her own space. She has a huge love for animals, especially insects like butterflies, and she's super creative. She loves to play, never gives up, and is super smart and kind, like the day she left that toy, Turtle Boy, at the playground for the other kids to play with, even though she wanted to take him home. And don't be fooled, Bingo is younger than Bluey, but at the same time, she's also braver. The episode Creek makes that very clear when she shows that she isn't afraid of the woods. Would you be friends with Bingo? Muffin. Maybe you wouldn't be friends with Muffin. There's something that needs to be said about the Healer sister's cousin. She's annoying. It's hard to say this, but Muffin is really a super difficult little pup to live with. And not because she's evil, because kids aren't truly evil, but Muffin seems to have some kind of anger problem. She doesn't know how to hear someone tell her no, and that leaves the little pup super stressed out. Plus, it makes everyone lose patience with her. Muffin causes a lot of chaos, and that gets her into trouble with her parents, which is why a lot of people don't like her. But what about you? Do you like Bluey's cousin? Rusty. And who doesn't like Rusty? He is completely loved by the fans. Of course, everyone knows he was supposed to be the main character of the show, but that's not the only reason why. Rusty is a super fun and hard-working little pup. He loves training in his favorite sport, cricket, and isn't afraid of the forest, making him a super special soldier. At the same time, Rusty knows how to be kind, like when he lost the cricket game just so his younger sister would feel better, or when he decided to pretend to be the father of Indy's daughter. This little pup really is one of the best characters. Would you like to play cricket with the most famous red kelpie in the world? Comment the hashtag Rusty so we can get to know you. Coco. You can't really say the same thing about the pink poodle Coco, right? Let's be honest here. There are a lot of people who do like her, mainly because the poodle isn't evil or anything like that. But Coco has a habit of being selfish. The episode Wild Girls shows her trying to force her friends to play only the way she wants, and that's not very nice. The same thing happened in the episode Circus when she asked Bluey to force McKenzie to be her pretend husband. That's pretty bad. Nobody likes people like that. Calypso. Do you know who people love? Calypso. She is the smartest and most fun teacher in the world. She understands her students' problems, knows how to help the kids solve them, and sometimes she even seems magical like a fairy godmother, which is super cool about her and will definitely stay in every fan's memory forever. Hercules. Do you remember Hercules? Hercules. He's that St. Bernard pup who kept forcing poor Winton to lie on the ground while he jumped over the bulldog. Nobody wanted to play his way, but Hercules didn't care. He used the fact that he was bigger to force the others around, and that's really ugly behavior. Actually, it's terrible. If you're big, protect the smaller kids instead of threatening them. Chilli. It took us a while to talk about Chilli as one of the most loved characters, right? But that's our way of keeping you excited. Mrs. Healer is one of the most special characters. She is everything that Bandit is to the girls and even more. A mother's love and care are unbeatable. She can even protect her daughter's dreams, and that is beautiful. Come on, let's give Chilli a round of applause because she deserves it. Bosow. One character who definitely doesn't deserve any tributes is Bosow, Frisky's ex-boyfriend. He never appeared in the show, but the way BLUEY'S godmother reacts whenever she talks about him and shows how sad she is really says a lot. She even says that they are not friends anymore, and that he made her realize that love isn't forever. We don't like Bosow. Busker. Now, Busker is actually a character that we like a lot. He is a musician and brings life to all the parties in town. He was the one singing at the fair on BLUEY'S street, and he also plays music at weddings. He was created as a tribute to the composer of the show's soundtrack, Geoff Bush, and we hope the character appears many more times. Winton. Now here's a controversy. Did you know that some people don't like Winton? It's true, and it's hard to admit, but some fans think he's cowardly and annoying. In the episode Typewriter, he gets sad because people move away from him, and that's really unfortunate. Of course, we understand that Winton is just a sensitive little boy, but today's video isn't about that. It's about the characters that fans do or do not like. It's a shame that Winton is on the list of characters with the fewest fans. You know what would be awesome? Subscribing right now and getting all our videos straight on YouTube. Socks. The youngest cousin in Bluey, Socks, is a little pup that everybody loves because she's chaotic. She causes a kind of mess that is fun to watch. And of course that happens because the creators made her act more like a real dog instead of a normal cartoon character. That's why she's adorable and everyone loves Socks Healer. Indy's mom. Indy's mom is not a character that fans of the series really like, even though she barely appears in the show. This character didn't win over the fans' hearts because she doesn't let her daughter eat the kinds of foods kids enjoy. Candy, hot dogs, pancakes. Indy doesn't eat any of that, and even though there's a healthy reason behind it, fans still ended up disliking the character. Jean-Luc. The Labrador Jean-Luc is among the characters fans love the most. He only appeared in one episode, but even so, people love him and dream about seeing him date Bluey in the future. He is super fun and will probably return to the series next season, which is why he made it onto our list. Grandpa Bob. Did you know that Grandpa Bob isn't a character that fans like very much? Some fans even thought he was dead in one theory. Bob appears in the episode Fairy Tale, where he can't even remember his own son's name. He also doesn't help Bandit start talking again, and even wishes that his other two sons would stop talking too. In other words, he's a father who doesn't pay much attention. That's why he's on the list of the most hated characters. McKenzie. The border collie who will probably become Bluey's husband is one of the most loved characters of all. He is cute, smart, and matches perfectly with Bluey. Do you like him? This character is one of the most sensitive in the series, and we absolutely love McKenzie. Cornelius. Winton's dad Cornelius is also a character that fans don't like very much. He is separated from Winton's mom, and that's fine because couples break up, but he appears with a girlfriend in one episode, and then, shortly after, he's talking with the terrier's mom. Girls don't really like characters who can't stay in one relationship, which is why he made it onto our list as a character that very few fans actually like. Frisky. Frisky is one of the characters fans love the most. She's part of one of the best couples in the series and is super caring toward Bluey, of course, because she's her godmother and now part of the family. Everybody loves Frisky, and we couldn't expect anything less from Chilli's best friend, Toy Boy. And finally, one character that nobody really likes is that boy at the playground in the episode Promises, when Bluey wants to use one of the toys, but he refuses to let the main character have fun. He says it's his turn to play, even though he had already used the toy. If you don't want to be annoying like this character, follow 2 tips. The first one is to learn how to share with others, and the second one is to never miss our videos. We've prepared 2 videos you're going to love. Pick one and keep having fun here with Teen Videos.